Hello YouTube, it's me again, Jessica Michelle, and you know it's March, so happy Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. I just got finished teaching and I really am tired, and I figure this would probably be the best day to make this video that I've been wanting to make. So this video is going to be about fatigue, MS fatigue, or chronic fatigue. Anybody who has chronic fatigue or deals with chronic fatigue. I'm going to be talking about the spoon theory. You see my spoons? You see my spoons? Okay. So this is a way that I'm going to explain it to you. Me having multiple sclerosis and chronic fatigue, I wake up with 10 spoons. And a person who is average and doesn't have to deal with the chronic fatigue, they wake up with 10 spoons. So this is the way that I can explain it. When the average person, who I'm going to name Molly. So Molly wakes up and she takes a shower and Molly brushes her teeth. That's 1 spoon, okay? Jessie wakes up, that's me, gets out of bed, brushes my teeth, and take a shower. I would say for me, that's like 2.5 spoons, but for the sake of this video, I'll say 2 spoons. So out of the 10, it's still in the morning. I haven't even gotten dressed yet. I'm down to 8 spoons. And Molly, she still has her 9. Okay. Now I get dressed and either get to work. So then, I'm getting myself dressed, doing everything like that, and then I get to work. So I would say Molly, maybe it's just 1 spoon. 1 spoon. Okay. And I'm going to say for me, it's probably another 2 spoons. So now I'm at work. Molly's at work. Hey, Molly girl. How you doing, girl? I'm doing good, girl. Okay. We're at work. I am actually already tired. I have only 4 spoons left for the remainder of the day. Okay. While Molly has 8. And it's not Molly's fault or anything, but Molly has 8 spoons. Okay. So let's say we get through the entire work day. I know that Jessie, I'm going to be down 3 spoons. It depends even on how the students were, how hectic the day was. Was there testing? Was there other stuff? It's going to be a lot. And I'm going to say that day probably could take up maybe 2 spoons from Molly. She could have had a hectic day also. So now we have to go home, and I'm out of spoons. I don't have any more spoons left. Molly, she still has 6 spoons left. So Molly has her 6 spoons left. Jessie has no spoons left. I'm out of spoons now. So then let's continue the day. Then you have to drive home or go home, however you're going to get there. You got to drive home. And then when you also have to get something to eat. You got to get dinner. Okay. And so I'm out of spoons. I'm done. Molly maybe gets home, gets dinner. Here's 1 more spoon for Molly. Jessie is out of spoons. I don't have any more. I don't have any spoons in my reserve. I'm done. And then after that? Okay, there's dinner, eating dinner. Then you take a shower, and then you prepare yourself for bedtime. And you relax and go to bed. And then maybe 1 spoon for Molly. So in Molly's day, she used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spoons. And she has 4 spoons in her reserves. So that's Molly. Now, Jessica, me, Jessie, the person who has multiple sclerosis, or the person who's dealing with chronic fatigue or something like that, my spoons were gone before I even got home. Now, you may suggest to that person to take a nap. The fatigue is not cured by sleeping or resting or a nap. It is a chronic fatigue. It feels different for each person. For me, it is actually a literal chest pain, and I'm moving slower. I cannot. So there are things that I do or other people may do to make sure that they have their spoons. So something I do, if I'm going to do something, let's say my friends want to go out at 10. I know it takes me 2 hours to get ready safely. So I'm going to start getting ready at 8. They make it start getting ready at 9, 9:30, whenever. I know for me to safely get ready and have my energy, it takes me 2 full hours. That's with everything. Even when I'm going to church, I have to get up. It takes me 2 full hours, no matter what I'm doing, to get ready for something safely. And I say safely because sometimes I may lose my balance, or something like that may happen. Or if I rush, then I start dropping things and everything just goes haywire. So for me to be ready, you need to give me 2 hours. I can't just hop up and go. That's something that would be totally nice and cool if I could do that, but it's not even a possibility. Then let's not talk about the recovery time. So let's say one day I decide to go to Disney World, and it's hot out there. So shoot, what is this? 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say that's got to be 6 spoons. Mind you, I only woke up with 10, so that's the 6 spoons. Now I gotta get home from Disney World, eat dinner, and relax for the next day. That's probably all of my spoons. Now the next is recovery time. So that next day I can't do anything. My every muscle's gonna hurt. Everything's gonna bother me. It's you have to consider the recovery time. So when a person's telling you that they're fatigued, or they're like tired like that, it's not something where a nap could solve it, and it's not really anything that they can do about it. It's just the spoon theory. We're allotted X amount of spoons, and for you it may take you this many spoons, and for this person it makes him take them this amount of spoons. So it just is the way it is. And I know that this theory has been a very good theory used to describe, and I hope that this can help someone. Maybe in your life you're trying to tell somebody like, listen, I'm really tired. I'm just really tired. I just really don't have the energy. Maybe this can help them and you understand why. It's just that to do one thing, maybe to walk a mile, it takes them 1 spoon, and for you it may take you 3. And that's just the way it is. And like I always say, you can still live life. You can still do everything. You just have to make those adjustments. For me, when I was teaching in like brick and mortar, my adjustment was I had to ride my scooter. I could not waste my energy. I couldn't waste my spoons walking around the campus. So I used my scooter and I drove around the campus. That saved a lot for me. Like, that saved me the energy to be able to give to my students and to, pour into them. And that saved energy for me to, I don't know, go out to eat after school or something like that. It's just things that you have to do. That's different. You can still do everything. You can still do everything that you would like to do, but you just have to do it differently. And that's all. And that concludes this video. But I just wanted to say that with a chronic illness, with multiple sclerosis, or with whatever you're dealing with, as long as you have that willpower, and for me, as long as I have Jesus that I'm serving and I know that he's on my side, I can do it. There's just simple adjustments that you have to make in life, and everything's going to be okay. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give me a like. Please subscribe, please, and watch some of my other videos too. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. You can still do everything. You can still do everything that you would like to do, but you just have to do it differently. And that's all.